Hello, sixth graders. Today we're going to be talking about a new website that we're going to be utilizing, or we're going to actually create, and you will have this as a tool to utilize actually all throughout middle school. This website is called Symbaloo. This week we're going to kind of focus what we're going to talk about in class on using the internet and how, where the internet first came from, and now today, how the internet works and how can we best utilize the internet most efficiently. I feel one of the ways we can do that is anytime we're going to use the internet and there's websites that we need to use. I'm sure you have found over the last 3 to 4 weeks of school, there's been many different websites that different teachers are using. There's Math Digits, there's a social studies book online, there's Google Classroom, there's Kahoot. Social studies has other tools. I know Mr. Kovalenko has tools. There's Springboard, many different websites. And so to keep all those organized, we're going to create a page in Symbaloo. It's actually called a web mix. A web mix looks a lot like this page, in which it provides us a little tile, and that tile actually will provide us a link to take me to different pages on the website. Like this one would take me to BrainPop. And then I'm easily there. I don't have to worry about trying to remember exactly what that website was or is. When you first get to Symbaloo, you will need to sign in. Up here in the upper right-hand corner is a sign in. You will sign in using your Google account. Choose your Google account. And you're in. Now, when you first log in and have access to your accounts, you're going to find that Symbaloo has already made some pages for you to kind of use as demonstration, or maybe those pages are something you want. I would suggest just getting rid of those. To get rid of those, you would click on you'd hover over the tab, and on the right-hand side, there's an X. Click on the X, and those go away. So to get started with a fresh web mix, that's what we call a page in Symbaloo, I will click on the plus sign. I'm going to name this. In the past, I've had the kids name it according to the grade level, 6th grade, 7th grade, but if we just name it school, and you still want to utilize this next year, then next year you have one kind of made up for you. You might just have to change out some links. All right, so I went ahead and click on start. When you first open up to a web mix, you're going to get a picture in the background. Okay, if I want to make changes to that, I would simply go up here to options. And on this one here, I'm going to change the wallpaper. And just for right now, I know this seems kind of boring. I'm just going to choose a solid color. To me, it's a little bit easier to see and not quite as busy. All right, so that was just using options to change my web mix. Now let's talk about putting sites on each of these little tiles. If you go to my website, 6th grade tab, I'm going to have some links here about the Symbaloo. The Symbaloo links is actually a document that is going to look like this. And this is a list of links that I would like for you to include on your web mix. So we're going to get started and create a couple together. I'm going to put the Harrisburg School District one on my first tile. So I'm just going to double click and I get this menu. I need to create a tile. All right, now I made this a little easier for you so you don't have to search or even type in websites. On this sheet over here, if you click on the link, it will take you to that site. I want to use this address, so I'm going to click up there. It turns blue, Command-C for copy. Back to my Symbaloo, right here, Command-V to paste. Okay, I don't need to change this. It's a website. So now right here, when I click there, it automatically takes the name. I'll go ahead and just use that. Now I can change the background colors. I'm just going to warn you not to get overly busy with these. Some people do color code the types of websites and color code it that way. This will take a lot of time. So it depends. I just want you to keep it nice, neat, organized, and ready to use. I want your links to work, etc. So I'm just going to leave mine white. I know that's boring, but I just want to keep moving. I can choose an icon. Now, what will happen is if your website opens up to a certain kind of image, it will try to take that image. The image on this one is just from the homecoming activities are going on at the high school, that doesn't represent our school as a whole, like all the time. So I'm going to I clicked on something called icons, and there's actually animal badges and animal stickers. I'm just going to choose a tiger. And then when I scroll on down, I click save. Whoops. I should have clicked save. And there's my tile. When I click on that tile, it takes me to the school's website. All right, golden. So now back to my PDF with the links. Okay, so as you can see, there's one up here for North. Go ahead and click on the link to get my address. Excuse me, copy that. Now I'll go over here to Symbaloo. I think I'll put that one right underneath. Double click, create a tile, paste it. Okay, click on the name. That's going to take a pretty long name here. And because we kind of always call ourselves HNMS, that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to retype HNMS. Yes, I want to show text. Again, I'm just going to keep it that white one. Now here is the picture that actually pops up. Now this one would make sense to use. I don't want the whole entire picture, so it gives us this little grid to work with. I'm going to use the corner handles, and then I'm just going to kind of stretch out to get the face of my tiger. And that's going to be my image. Okay, use selection to tile, click save, and there it is. And I think I'll keep all of my district sites here. All right, couple other ones, and then I will let you off and running. One of the websites you put on this is my website, Mrs. W. When I click on the address, it takes me to my site. Command C. All right. And I think I'll put all my teacher sites that I'm going to use over here. So I'm just going to double click there, create site, Command V, click on the name. Now, okay, is this a site for Shutterfly? No, it's a Shutterfly type of site, but it's not actually the Shutterfly type site. So you do have to be careful when that pops up for other sites too. You want to make sure that that site actually shows what it is. All right, so I'm just going to leave this one. I'll show you what the tile looks like. If you don't choose a picture, that's what it would look like. Again, I click on it to ensure that it works. Takes me to my website. If I want to change, edit, maybe I do want to add a picture. If I right click on it, or for you guys, I think it'll be control click. You can go to edit, and now you're back into here. So if I did want to add an icon, I could choose icon. This one, I know there's a computer one. But see how much time this takes when you go to add these images. So just beware, you don't want to use all of your time doing little stuff like this that doesn't really need to happen. And I'm not going to find this very efficiently, so I might just skip it. Oh, there was one I was going to use. All right, one more I'm going to quickly show you. Let's go back to my list. Down here, let's look at the social studies book. Okay, if you have Mr. Kovalenko, you probably don't use this site, but if you have some of the other 6th grade social studies teachers, this is a site that takes you to your textbook. Click up here, copy it. Since this is a resource, I'm going to put that over here on this side. I'm going to create a tile. I'm going to paste it. All right, click on the name. Okay, it comes in as Connect Ed. I don't know that I would always know what Connect Ed is. So right here, I'm just going to put SS Book. This is a title, use capitalization, and then it still shows up. I'll just go ahead and use that image, so I'm good to go. All right, and then just drag it over and just start to organize your tiles where you would like them on the page that would make sense to you. All right, so this will be the list of sites. There might be more that I'll be adding to this before you actually get to the assignment, but this is Symbaloo and what you'll be working on today in class.